Hello everyone, this is Tim, and it is Tuesday the 5th of January, and I'm making this video to let everybody know that I had made it back from my road trip safe and sound in one piece. I actually got back Sunday night and returned the rental car yesterday morning, and I forgot to make arrangements to have somebody pick me up at their office, so I ended up walking home. And I actually wanted to walk home. I hadn't had an opportunity to take any walks on this trip, and that's something I do on a regular basis, so I got in a nice 10 miles worth yesterday, and my legs are still hurting because I was wearing new shoes that I hadn't broken in yet. So, but I have no complaints, no pain, no gain. There's a bunch of people in Hex right now that are supporting each other in trying to lose weight, and fortunately that's never been a problem for me. I'm about as fat as I've ever been, and but walking is one of the best things that you can do for just keeping everything flowing. So, but driving back from Idaho was actually probably the most scenic part of the trip. I'd never driven through Utah before. I'd never been to Idaho before either. So, but driving from Salt Lake City back here was actually quite beautiful. There is no interstate that takes you straight into Arizona. The interstate cuts over and takes you to Vegas. So you have to take state roads to get back here. And you take Utah Route 20 over to Route 89, which crosses in Arizona. And that drive is just absolutely beautiful. When you come into Page, Arizona, which is a town that's right on the state border, just breathtaking. The rock formations up there, and just the drive is really beautiful. It's through Navajo native land, and yeah, it's something I would recommend everybody do if you're interested in taking a drive somewhere. It's definitely worth it. So, anyway, yeah, got back Sunday night, took care of some personal business yesterday and today, and now I'm just letting everybody know. And, life is different now than it was before I left, and just absorbing the reality of that has been interesting just the last 2 days. And Richard doing a live stream last night just was like that much more satisfying. Regardless of what anybody thinks of Richard with his choice of words and his demeanor, the fact is, behind all that is a man that actually cares about people and wants to see people empowered. And that's a stark contrast to everybody else who generally wants to empower themselves at the expense of others. And, Bitcoin was originally invented to do such a thing. It was supposed to be a revolutionary tool. And I just saw a tweet not too long ago. I don't recall who did it, but they had talked about the fact that we don't know how valuable Hex can become because Hex is a revolutionary tool. And so it's value can go much, much higher than any of us can imagine, um, because it's not necessarily restricted to supply and demand. It also has um, another side to it that I'm not sure exactly how to quantify it, but um, it's like it has another appeal um, that Bitcoin has lost because Bitcoin is mostly owned by bankers and the mining is run by Chinese companies that you know are more than likely in bed with the government, because you don't run a multi-billion-dollar operation in China without the government getting their hands in it. So it's like Bitcoin has become the very thing that it was supposed to oppose. And in Hex, we have an advantage to not go down that same route, because Bitcoin has mostly attracted traders, which is one of the reasons bankers got involved. And Hex is designed to repel trading. It's highly discouraged. And it's the stakers that are set to benefit from Hex. So I was just considering some of these things when getting set up to do this video. And so yeah, I get back from one road trip and I'm already setting up the next one. There's another meetup I'm going to in Orlando next month, and I have a friend who I used to work with when we were teenagers who lives in Orlando, who told me I could stop by, and I also have a classmate that lives in St. Augustine, Florida, who told me I could stop by. And I have another classmate in Charleston, South Carolina, who told me I could stop by whenever it works out. And after looking at the map, it does work out, because where I live halfway between Interstate 10 and Interstate 40. And Interstate 10 takes you relatively close to Orlando, and Interstate 40 takes you to, into North Carolina. So I'm just going to do a rectangular route instead of a triangular one like I did on this previous trip. So that's all going to work out. And I was also contacted by another Hexican that lives in South Carolina who said I could stop by whenever I was in the area. So it's like, it's pretty much all coming together. So it's exciting. I like spreading the word and making waves and starting a movement. So anyway, I had said in one of my previous videos about something I had observed before the meetup that didn't involve any Hexicans, that I was going to talk about that, but since this video is almost 10 minutes already, I'm not going to get into it right now, probably tomorrow. So, like I said previously, people think they want something when in fact they want something else, and it's like I said, that tends to create dishonesty, because if you go for something you don't really want, it's a net loss for everybody. So anyway, you all have a good day, and want to say thanks to Brian for his comment on one of my last videos and for retweeting it and letting other people know I'm out there. So, oh, and also, I had saw that the Hexologist made a more of a personal video that he had put out on his YouTube channel, and I really like that a lot because it shows his personal side rather than his daily updates on Hex. It's like it's the personal touch that makes something attractive. So I'd like to see other people make videos like that. I think it would just be beneficial for the system and for everybody. So anyway, I will talk to you all soon. Bye.